Maximus, the one and only host of the show on this channel. And he is super glad to have you all with me. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful FOC occasion. This is the FOC for final orders being cut off tomorrow, 10/11/2021. Now, it is 10/10/2021, 11:41 p.m. on the East Coast. We are live. And again, I need to just say again, thank you all for the 1,000+ subscribers. So I hope you're still telling your friends about this so we can get more people to subscribe to the channel. Because I noticed a kind of little stagnation once they hit 1,000. And we're about growth here. So again, please make sure you are recommending this channel to your favoriteest comic book shops that I know on how to order properly. As far as what the hot stuff is. And this is, of course, if you trust my judgment. If you don't trust my judgment, you don't like my videos, and you still watch, well, you're watching for some kind of reason, and I don't know what that one might be, but I do appreciate it, and I guess it's to be part of the giveaway. If you want to be part of this giveaway, of course, it's going to require that you are a subscriber to the channel, because I'm going to go in and I'm going to double check. And we're also doing a website to whereas I'm going to be able to set up a vetting process to make sure that nobody's double entering in this process to make it really nice and fair. So it's going to be great. Make sure, of course, you guys are sticking by for that one. And, of course, I have ejected all animals from the office this evening, and they are trying to scratch at the door right now. But I am not giving in. Don't forget the wonderful soundtrack that you're listening to is, of course, from the White Bat Audio page here. You know, whitebataudio.com also is their website. They also have a Spotify channel. And Carl Casey at White Bat Audio does amazing stuff. You should check him out. Mr. Eric S. Hurd, if you are in the chat, I saw you in the chat earlier. Thank you again for this wonderful logo work that he's done here. And make sure that you do hit him up if you guys need some logo or graphics. He's one of the best. And, of course, the guys over at Comic Barricade know what they're doing when they invented this product right here because it was missing from our community. And it's a really, really cool thing. So if you don't know what this is and why it's required to keep your books standing straight up and down and keeping them nice and near minty, and taking a near mint down to a fine plus is not a fun thing when you basically fold it in half. Yeah. So don't let that happen. Put a Comic Barricade in the box and keep them upright. And hell yeah, we got our buddies over there at Wanted Comics. Drew is a long-term person in the comic community. Just does fantastic things. Also got a wonderful eBay store. Packages and ships like a champion. So make sure you guys support him. He's a good shop. And he's definitely helped me out with some giveaways. And Super Chat is active. Of course, if you feel like direct support, you can always do that. PayPal.me/Ultra Maximus. And that will go back to comic book journalism. And fantastic news. Yeah, I'm just trying to get enough money up so I can really, LLC the business and all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, I am working full-time and killing myself out there, breaking legs for the mob. But, we all got to do some things. But whatever I can do to provide for my family, that's what I got to do. And if that means getting the Speculation Matrix to be exclusive, ooh, wow. Well, maybe we should subscribe to find out what's going on there. But also the Marvel Legacy video that I did, kind of cool. Yeah, if you're into hip-hop and hip-hop variants, this video might interest you too. And those are really, really long videos with a lot of books. The first one, I think, has 37, and then the other one has 147. So, pull up a chair. Make sure you do give yourself enough time. And then, of course, if you want to really go through and see some of the stuff that I picked up over the last couple of weeks, months, years, check out the Raw Reports. That is the mainstay on the channel. Of course, this channel started as a pickups channel and has evolved into this wonderful comic book journalism extravaganza. And of course, you guys know I also do a wonderful show on Wednesday nights called the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. I'm sorry, got a little tongue-tied, a little frog in my throat there. All right. Good to go. Everybody good to go. Don't forget to tune in to the next episode. Make sure you have clicked the notification bell for notifications for when we go live, because family responsibilities and duties and work responsibilities and duties, of course, do come before being able to go live and do podcasting. So I appreciate all the support that you guys have given. Make sure if you're, of course, watching this on a rewind, that you guys leave me a comment. Make sure to like and share the video. And let's get this thing cracking. So it is final order cutoff, FOC time. And you all have decided to come and check out what I got to say about these books coming up. So let's get into this. So, you know what? Let me... A little shiny, huh? See? A little bit better on the lighting there. So how's it going, everybody? It's the Ultra Maximus once again. Thank you again for joining into the final order cutoff shenanigans. Got the Optimus Prime right above my head here. Power Master, of course. And... oh yeah, that's Venom Pool back there too. So make sure you guys know about your Venom Pools, or the Back in Black Deadpool. It's definitely a pretty awesome thing going on. So, all right, let's get down to business. What is the business, you say? Well, the secret variant here. If this is your first time joining us on this show, we are basically giving you the overview of everything that is on Final Order Cutoff through previews. Now, because of the funny shenanigans that DC and Lunar Distribution does, I covered the stuff that went on Final Order Cutoff on 10/10 for DC last week with as much knowledge as I had available to me. We're gonna revisit that, and then we're gonna cover the Final Order Cutoff for 10/17. So, what does that mean? That means we're going to cover all the books that are on Final Order Cutoff for tomorrow, 10/11, as well as all the stuff that expired today on 10/10. So you can try to get that last minute ad. Maybe your LCS can hook you up and you're not going to miss out on something. So we'll see what we got there, because there was a couple of books, of course. DC always does not show like 1 in 25s and cover Bs on a lot of things through their Lunar Distribution. But we're going to take it through the top here, and thank you again for joining. I really do appreciate you guys in the live chat. You guys are amazing showing up, and of course you guys know that we deal with a lot of new book related topics. So that means if you're reading a certain book by a certain publisher and you don't want to be spoiled, you can go ahead and see when I get to the publisher there is, and either turn off, click away, pause, whatever you got to do. But we're gonna spoil you with some of these covers. Unfortunately, it's just kind of like it comes with the territory. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that one. And again, it doesn't matter if you are a super speculator, a novice, a reader, a shop, online retailer, you need to know what's coming out. So let's talk about first up, we're going to breeze through these indies, and then we're going to start at some of the more premier publishers with a larger market share, of course. So we're going to go right down the line. But first up, we got Blaze Publishing, who's giving us Guillaume Marc his own book. So apparently this predates a lot of things that he did. This is what he was famous for over there in Italy. So everybody get ready for this one. And Blaze just continues to be a very interesting publisher. I'm actually seeing a lot of artistic, just very, very big things going on over there, doing big stuff. So props to you, Blaze Publishing. Let me get some advanced readers copies if you're watching this episode. But here's your cover A, and then Perel steps in for your cover B. And then there is your cover C blank. The FOC 25 copy sketch art incentive. So, I don't know what's going on here. So, 25 copy sketch art? Of what? Of this? We don't know yet. So, we'll have to see what's going on here. But here's your 10 copy incentive, which is a version of the cover A. And then the 20 copy is a black and white incentive of that one. And then a 30 copy Perel version and a black and white 40 copy incentive. So they do have a high ratio incentive of 40, as well as a FOC cutoff variant of 25. So check it out, everybody. And they're also, I haven't had time to research it, because I literally stepped in the door momentarily before going live here this evening. Because I was out on the road breaking legs, and so I haven't found out. There's probably an Italian version of that book released somewhere. So probably they say it's been released before. So are you a huge Guillaume Marc fan? Because if you are, then that may be his first published work. So interesting to see. And then Aftershock, shattering your expectations now with the Heathens cover A. Oh, then the Heathens gives you a 15 copy cover B. And that's going to be it for Aftershock. Now, this is a book that just closed on Final Order Cutoff for Ahoy. And this is The Unsmooth to Bum. The final orders due next week for Ahoy are showing us Snelson Comedy is Dying, number 4 of 5. American Mythology Productions. Living Corpse Relics, the black and white, the raw edition. And I have a feeling the Living Corpse Relics number 4 Encore edition is going to have the similar covered, maybe? I don't know. They seem to be pretty extremely different on artwork. Next up, Archie. And what has Archie got for us? Oh my goodness. So this one has been the hot talk in the town on a lot of other FOC shows, and just people talking about comic books in general. People, of course, pay a lot of attention to Sabrina. Chilling Adventures in Sorcery, however, I wonder what's going on here with this one. And then, of course, here is the Francavilla cover B. It's a one-shot, so it's probably pretty entertaining. But Archie books, they're for the fans. Specking on them is kind of hardcore trying to do because, honestly, let's just be honest, it's not really a huge return. And if it is, it's an extremely rare book. That's the only thing you can guess. I know some like store exclusives and stuff like that have taken off, but that's 500 copies. World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 114, and that's gonna wrap it up. And is anybody from the live chat up in the New York area doing New York Comic Con this weekend? Anybody stop by and say what's up to Mel? Missed you guys on Drunken Chat too, and on Spine Ticks last night. Sometimes you just gotta sleep. Knighted number 1 of 5, cover A. And then here's your Deodato Jr., but look everybody who's doing the interior art. Mark Texiara. You guys like Ghost Rider? Or better yet, do you guys like the first Maverick solo story in the back of X-Men 10 and X-Men 11? Because I do. Behemoth. So, Watch Dogs, Legion number 1 of 4. And then, of course, we've got cover B. Here's a cover C. Here's your 10 copy incentive. A 25 copy incentive. And then the cover F limited edition. You guys see that Ubisoft logo at the bottom? So I'm wondering, this is probably going to have some video game ties to it. I'm out of the loop. I have a PS1 and a PS2 and a Wii. And the kid plays the Wii. I'm the relic that plays the old stuff like Gran Turismo 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But anyway, Watch Dogs Legion number 1 of 4 with this limited edition cover. You want to inquire with your store about the limited edition cover here. This one may be chased after if there's something going on with the property. And that's how you properly spec. All right. Black Mask, of course, giving us a couple of books. Destiny New York number 7. And then these were on FOC last week, and I guess they're giving you guys an extra week because I think they were missing like 1 or 2 covers last week. But God Killer, Tomorrow's Ashes, number 1, 4th print. Number 2, 3rd print. Number 3, 2nd print. I don't know. I thought I had all the cover art by the time the FOC list went last week. Who knows? It's so hard to keep track of all these things, as well as what's going on in my own collection, my own life. And that's why I'm glad I do these shows. I do these shows, a little bit for myself, but also to help everybody else keep track of what's coming out as best as possible. But it does help me out in the long run, guys. And I really, again, appreciate you guys with your clicks, your likes, your shares, and your subscribing. So, Agritsuko, Out of Office number 1, cover A. And then Out of Office number 1, cover B. Dirtbag Rapture number 2. All right. Then we're out to Scout Comics. So this is the stuff that's up on final order cutoff for next week. So we've got Dancing with the Dragon, number 2 of the 4-issue miniseries. Even though it says number 1 on the cover, it said number 2. So it's kind of crazy. Redshift, number 5. Snatched, number 4 of 4. This one was interesting though. White Ash, season 2. So you guys who checked out season 1, I guess... well, there's your cover A by Connor Hughes, and then they got a cover B by Jay Lee, and that's an unlockable 10 copy, and then they also have a 1 in 25 incentive black and white by Jay Lee. So, good to go here. Yo, I want a comic from Team Nerd Herd. Word. Man, that's sick. What do I win? I guess I'll find out later. I'll have to go watch him on the rewind, man. Scout Comics for 10/10 2021. Of course, this is the stuff that just went on final order cutoff, and if you're looking for it, you better get in there tomorrow morning first thing and be like, yo, I forgot to tell you, I need this. Word. Gods of Brutality number 3, cover A, Mark Wessler. And then, of course, we got the Gods of Brutality number 3, cover B, 10 copy unlockable. The Lunar Ladies, number 3 of 3. Scoot. So this is the all ages imprint over there at Scout Comics, right? And this was interesting because they have Bandit's Imagination, Bandit versus the Vacuum Monster. And if anybody else has a dog like mine, they don't like vacuums at all. And then Bandit's Imagination, Tub Trouble. Now, you can get a 4-pack of Scoot launch takeoff books with these other 2 as well. So make sure you guys inquired about that. Super Cats Meow. And then Super Cats. The double Super Cats. Double Super Cats. Oh, sick. Thanks, Kamikaze. Titan Comics. We got Blade Runner 2029, number 5 through 8, and it's a Virgin. It's a mead pack. So, bunch of covers. And then cover for A for issue number 9. Looks like Paul Pope. And then cover B by Mead. And then cover C by Parr. And man, that's good looking stuff. I loved a lot of the property about Blade Runner. It was always really like a cool thing to me. But I'll have to go and rewatch the final cut again. And then there's the Pope FOC Virgin variant. Sick. The Blue Flame, number 5, cover A. Then cover B, Yoshitani. World of Darkness, number 2. And this has been on FOC once before. Because I know this cover. Absolutely know this cover. And I also remember this cover too. So World of Darkness, Crimson Thaw, number 2, cover B is the Hickson variant. So it is getting crazy. So Mojo Quid says 2029 is getting deep. So that's interesting. So if you can recommend that storyline, and they're only at 9 issues in, I may have to go and check that one out and read, speed read through maybe the first 8 and see where it takes me. But for you Zenoscope chasers, there's a pretty big FOC list this week. I think it was like 15 books. Bell, Killzone number 1. We got a cover A. Bell, Killzone number 1, cover B. And then the cover C by Matos. Grim Fairy Tales 54, cover A. Cover B. Wow, some wild looking spider chick stuff. And then here's your cover C by Santa Cruz. And Grim Fairy Tales like cyberpunked out, you know. She's like got like digital imprints and stuff like that on her. Grim Fairy Tales number 54, number cover D by Matos. Myths and Legends Quarterly, Blood Pharaoh. I can't lie, it's a sick looking cover. And then here's your Blood Pharaoh cover B. That's some wild looking stuff. Oh, and then here's your cover C by Garvey. Also not too shabby. Robin Hood Hellfire #1, cover A by Chrome. Cover B. And then here's your cover C. Tales of Terror Quarterly, The Bachelorette Party. Yeah, that's not looking too good for the Bachelorette over there. Oh, look, there's the bride and the squad. No, her squad is like kind of dead girls. And then the Bachelorette Party, cover C. Cover D. Blind Adam in the house. Awesome Sauce Radio. Good to see you, man. Oh, Dave collects. I was just thinking about you, bro. And I know that these covers are good. And of course, the icon for this evening was the wonderful Rose Besh. But check it out. We got more coming. So this Van Helsing stuff. So here's your Return of the League of Monsters, #1. And then here's your cover B. And then your cover C. And that's gonna wrap it up. No, ain't that the truth, figure drawing. Ain't that the truth. That's going to wrap it up for the Zenescope stuff. Now we are into the major publishers, so that means we are about halfway through the program. I don't know. Dynamite definitely has a pretty big list, and you're going to want to stick around for some of that because there's some fire-looking covers. If you're into buying what shout out to Mighty Mel V and Titty Books. He said that live at the Whatnot booth. But you know, it is what it is, everybody. And if you're buying them for that reason, you know, there's no shame in that. You buy things you like. It's entertainment. That's why we all read comics, and we're looking for alternate forms of entertainment. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer #31, of course, with the cover A by Franny. Franny's been doing these covers. Been doing pretty well. The cover B. And then here's the 10 copy incentive by Franny, just the virginized of the cover A. The Inyuk Lee now doing the 25 copy incentive. And then there was an unlockable variant, but I didn't see a version of the Inyuk Lee. So that's crazy. Getting Dizzy. New title, cover A, 4-issue miniseries. Cover B, wraparound cover, obviously. And I assume this has a little something to do with either roller skating or roller derby. But there's your 10 copy incentive by Miguel Mercado. And then the virginized version of that one is your 25 copy incentive. So if you're chasing after those, but they also decided to get a little dizzy with you and make you dizzy chasing all these covers, here is your unlockable variant, which is most likely your one per store. Or one per account. So check with your LCS on that one tomorrow ASAP to make sure you get your name in first. Hopefully there's not somebody down in front of you. And if there is, may the odds forever be in your favor. Magic the Gathering still sticking around. Issue #8. Cover A. Cover B. And of course, you know we got a sick amount of covers here. Here's your Hidden Spark variant. And then here's your cover D. 10 copy incentive. And then 25 copy incentive by Dan Mora. And then virginized of that one is your 50 copy. Pretty looking, sick looking. And I think that was the same character that was on the cover of the last one, though. Might be important. Maybe they keep putting it in front of you, you know? Like, we got to put this character in front of him. Get him to like him. Mighty Morphin, #13. Here's your cover A by Lee. So, it's Inyuk Lee, but it's also the other cover, like, kind of imposed over it. So this is what they do. They take both of these covers and they split them up later, and you'll see. Here's your cover B, your legacy variant, right? And then here is your 10 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee without the Montez stuff, right? And then watch. Here's your 15 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive by Montez, which is the partial photo superimposed over the cover A. So issue 13 cover 25 copy. There's your FOC reveal, then the black and white virgin with a slight little bit of color, and then your unlockable Montez, one per store. One per store. No, rollerblading isn't banned, but they got the roller skating rink up by me. Or down by me here, because I know I'm like probably more southern than a lot of you. Florida. Critical Role, Vox Machina, Origins 3. Number 4. Hellboy, Bones of Giants, and of course we're in the Dark Horse section now, if I didn't announce that. Last Flight Out getting its issue number 3, and it looks like the people are starting to get a little crazy about the Last Flight Out. Lucky Devil number 4 of 4. Orphan and Five Beasts number 3 of 4. And then here's the Stranger Things Winter Special one-shot. So, yeah, interesting things going on in this cover. And then here's your cover B. All right, everybody, are you ready? I know Dave Collects is ready right now. He's anticipating his Rose Besh run. So there's some really good stuff that's going on in here. And Barbarella number 1, cover Q, the Hoyt signed Atlas edition going on FOC again. I could have sworn I was on FOC the first time around, but it looks like it's on there again. And then we're going to get through Dynamite Lives, cover A by Perillo. This is reused Deadpool art. And if you know the Deadpool issue, leave me a comment below. Dynamite Lives, number 5, cover D. Dynamite Lives, number 5, cover E, cosplay. And that's a pretty sick looking, cosplay cover. And, that's a pretty mean looking tat there she's got. Reused art. Cosplay. 25 copy incentive. Oh, you guys are hilarious in the chat. Subscriber mode only, by the way. So it's only the good people's in here. So it's really, really low key. You don't have to worry about it too much. Wednesday night presser is open to all of the shenanigans. But yeah. So 30 copy incentive. And then here's your Perillo. Limited Virgin. So here's something that I want to point out. There's a suggested retail price of $50 for all of the Limited Virgin covers. This is the reason why they sometimes come out, via distribution like a week after. Like Dynamite Lives number 5 is going to come out, and all of them will come out except for like the signed Atlas edition, the CGC edition, and then the cover J, like the Limited Virgins. And some of those stuff will like come out like the following week. You always hear me griping about it because I'm always having to dig through Dynamite and like pick and choose which ones were on FOC one week and not another, and merge the two of them together. And then, oh my God, well, look at that. That's some wild looking stuff, right? There's your bonus FOC Linsner Virgin. There's your 7 copy FOC incentive Perillo Black and White Virgin. And then your FOC incentive Cosplay Virgin. And then the 15 copy FOC Acosta Virgin. Now we're on to Jennifer Blood number 2. Did anybody pick up Jennifer Blood number 1? Just came out last week. Tons of Perillo covers, other Lee variants too. So yeah, check this stuff out. Your Linsner cover B, chucking a grenade. And then the Lee variant for issue number 2, cover C. And then the Yoon cover D. The cosplay, if you want to call it that. 10 copy incentive Perillo tinted. And then here's your 15 copy incentive Linsner that didn't show the art for, but it was basically the previous stuff that I showed you there earlier. And of course the Yoon that I showed you there earlier, just virginized. Your Limited Virgin cover for Jennifer Blood, also going to be that $49.99 suggested retail price. Linsner Limited Virgin to go along with that set. And then we're on to Red Sonja number 3. This is the Mirka Andolfo series written by Mirka Andolfo. She does covers. She does, I don't know if she does artwork on the interiors at all, but it would be pretty cool if she did. I know it's written by her at least. So she's doing tons of work, and I love seeing it too. But there was the cover B. Here's your cover C by Linsner. Cover D. Cosplay. 10 copy incentive. That's Indolfo line work. Then here's your 20 copy incentive. And then here's your Linsner 25 copy. All right. So Indolfo limited virgin variant, $49.99. There's your Anacleto variant, Linsner, FOC bonus Castro original, 7 copy FOC incentive cosplay virgin, 11 copy FOC incentive Castro virgin, and then the 15 copy FOC black and white. All right. You guys ready? So what I'm discovering is that Sheena the She-Devil, or the Queen of the Jungle, she's the She-Devil when she's described at Marvel. She's the Queen of the Jungle when she's elsewhere. This is some wild stuff because there's, it's like a shared property, kind of like Conan. Conan can be used in Ablaze under the Sumerian, but he's Conan under Marvel and a couple other places too. It's wild. So here we go. Dave Collects, you buckling up, buddy? Good to see you too, Chef. Here's your cover B, Rose Besh. So this one's open order. Really easy to get. Easy access, right? And then your Soidum, Linsner, Cosplay. What's Taylor Swift doing? Sheena Cosplay. Cover F blank Authentics variant. There is your... It says it's a Cohen. I don't think that... Is that a signature? It might be a signature. 20 copy. All right. Lee. 25 copy incentive. 30 copy Perillo. 40 copy Soya. Cover L signed Atlas edition. Perillo limited virgin. All right. So in the limited virgin covers, again, these are $49.99. And Dave, shout out to you, Dave, all you other Rose Besh fans. They finally made a variant that's hard to attain. This one's probably going to be just as hard to attain because of how much they have to order, I think, to qualify for it. So you better talk to your LCS, because just because it says an SRP of $49.99 does not mean they're going to charge you $49.99, because you know that variant covers come in, with a cover price of $3.99 and they charge you $100, $150 for them day of release. So check with your LCS if you're chasing this one. And then here's your cover O, limited virgin, and then the cover P. Cover Q. Cover R, premium metal. And then Taylor Swift doing another bonus cosplay virgin variant. Cover T. Yeah, I mean, they're going to run an alphabet here soon. They're going to have to go alphanumeric. 7 copy incentive. And then the cover U, the 11 copy FOC incentive. So, Lee one. That's good stuff. Hey, man, your first Ultra show? Well, welcome to the live chat, everybody. Thanks for joining. So we're just now into the Dynamite. We still got a couple of other good stuff to get into other publishers. If you're into a ton of indies, rewind, catch the beginning of the show. And I appreciate you guys, of course, watching and and not clicking through all of the ads, because of course it does support the channel when you watch the commercials, and they're supposed to be targeted, like they're supposed to be like the same stuff like Facebook and everybody else uses to send you ads about stuff you think about. So it's supposed to work that way. The Boys, so you guys know that they're reprinting this, right? The Boys number 3 Dynamite edition. They reprinted The Boys number 1. They did the gold, the platinum FOC last week for number 1. So there's a gold foil and then there's a platinum foil that you guys are going to be chasing if you're into the Boys and trying to put all the different variants of number 1 in your collection. But they're already on issue number 3, the Dynamite edition. So these are basically all the reprints, and they're I think reprinting them at a really, really good time. But if they don't go to DVD or Blu-ray, 4K, whatever, are they really going to gain traction with non-Amazon Prime subscribers, or are people just going to spend the $9 to buy it? See, that's the true test. I think this is really the true test. Do we want to be able to, like, you know, watch stuff like in the event like the internet goes out? Like, say there's a cyber attack. Would you be happy with the movies that you have being able to just watch on just power? Like, maybe if you have a generator. You know, I'm not saying you're going to lose power, but let's just say, like, if you did not have internet access and you only had like your cell phone and the internet wasn't fast enough to support movies, what movies do you have to own, comic book related wise? I've got a ton of them. Not only that, I've got some of the early 2000s Marvel animated movies, like the Ultimate Avengers and Iron Man and Doctor Strange and some other ones. So I got enough entertainment to go around. Comic books to read too. Vampirverse number 3, of course, is giving us a ton of covers. So buckle up, but I think this is our final book on the Dynamite side, and we can venture on into other ones. Here is your cover C. Megan Hetrick. Cover E cosplay. Number 3, 10 copy incentive. 15 copy cosplay virgin. 20 copy. And again, Megan Hetrick looking good there. Look, there's your 25 copy line art. All right, so your limited virgin cover of the A cover. Your limited version of the B. FOC bonus by Maine. And the Bat versus the evil Dr. Bombay. That's wild looking. Like, she's like superhero there. Vampirverse number 3, cover M, FOC bonus. I don't know, man. Blind Adam, you would think that they would be smart enough to do that because they can sell it in places that don't have internet service. Because there are still places like that exist. Until 5G and 6G mesh, you know, is like fully like I was listening to a podcast guy talk about this stuff. Like, the middle of nowhere would be able to support internet with enough of the mesh network. And you could live in the middle of nowhere and then, like, not have to worry about, you know, being on top of people and stuff like that. But, you know, I would tell you guys to get out of cities and large cities and stuff like that. But nobody going to listen to me. Vampirverse number 3 got a Castro 11 copy FOC incentive. And then, of course, this 15 copy. And then here's that 21 copy FOC incentive by Maine, but virginized. So it doesn't have the Vampirverse on it. I think this one's going to do good long term. It's just a cool looking cover. IDW, Idea Design Works Entertainment, giving us Marvel Action Classic Spider-Man 2-in-1. Number 4. And you know what? There was no retail incentive on that one. I looked for it. I was bugged out by that. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's no 10 copy incentive? Star Trek Mirror War, number 2. Cover B. Still a 15 copy incentive for the retail incentive on this one. All right. So this right here is reprinting some April O'Neil stories and continues the theme of the hard pastel covers. But man, did they nail it. Red hair, yellow jacket, red shirt. I think they've done good. So this is going to look good in that long line of slab books. I know that some of the vibrant, I think it's cool. Like, the turtles all have their different colors. And I think they're going to reserve the Best of Jenica. Like, did they do a Best of Jenica yet? Because if they didn't do a Best of Jenica yet, that's where the yellow backgrounds are going to come into play. So I'm glad they didn't use it for April. I think this is very well executed on their behalf. So shout out to you guys over at IDW. And of course, if you guys want to send me advanced copies of Transformers to read, I'll be happy to do so. Image Comics giving us A Thing Called Truth, number 1 of 5. Cover A. Here's your cover B. Blank Sketch. Make your own cover. Oh, and look who it is. Look who shows up. Metal. That's right. Mirka and Dolfo, everybody. Mirka and Dolfo giving us a 10-copy incentive. And if that one's not cool enough for you, they decided to give us this one, showing us how much height they actually caught. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Andre, I caught your message before you deleted. No big deal. And you delete that one too. Those pack-ins, sometimes, it's one of those things, man. It depends on the book. Some of those pack-ins, of course, have a cover on them, and it doesn't match the same guts, or the cover is like swiped from a different book and stuff. I got a couple of them. I know I got the one for X-23. Firepower by Kirkman and Samney, number 17. This one's really, really cool. Of course, this is another Robert Kirkman property. So everybody, let's talk about Kirkman for a minute. So the deal with Kirkman is basically anything he touches gets optioned. So, they did use the yellow on Casey Jones. Yeah, that's right. I think I was upset about that at the time. But you know what? Maybe we'll get a different one. But this is, again, all the Robert Kirkman properties, of course. Oblivion Song got optioned before it even basically was dropped. And that was the reason why it was like real popular out the gate. But this is another one of those books that everybody's telling you to keep an eye on. Apparently, everything Kirkman touches gets made. He's one of the few that actually has gotten his stuff made and come through. I know Mark Miller and the Millerverse and stuff like that. With him getting Jupiter's Legacy made, but then canned. Oh, man. Ink Blot number 13. The Me You Love in the Dark, number 4 of 5. And surprisingly, I don't see any variants for that one either. Yeah, like I was saying, Andre, it's hit or miss. Some of those books, it really depends on what book's in there. But look, there's unfortunately, I know of at least one off the top of my head. People tend to go for the first appearances of some of those people that are in those pack-ins. But unfortunately, with the ability to manipulate the market and kind of, show solds but not really sell them, I've seen some people kind of do some things that are unscrupulous and unbecoming of them. But you know what? That's one thing I can always promise you guys here. You'll get honesty with me. And I don't have any agenda. But Mirka and Dolfo, she's one of my favorites. You guys know I did a spec matrix on her like a year ago now almost. And it just, again, it surprises me how much people are like, oh yeah, Mirka and Dolfo is like really everywhere in my collection. Like, you go looking through your books, you're gonna find some more Mirka books in there than you think. So that's and all of this Sweet Paprika has gone later printing. So there's a second printing for that one. And then we got another new book, New Burn number 1, cover A, Lotte. See, the Perel and the Lottes this week, as well as the Leary Lee and a Rosebesh, there's a lot of fire artists that are giving us everything that we could ever ask for in this medium. And Tula Lotte is one of those artists that I just wish would do more Marvel covers. I just wish you would, but I'm glad to see her, getting work. She's doing, a lot of those Wonder Woman, Black, White, and Golds and stuff like that too. Silver Coin, issue number 6. Silver Coin number 6, cover B. And then we're on to Walking Dead Deluxe, number 26. So that's wild. There's a helicopter. Helicopter crashes. Are they changing the story? Be some wild stuff they're changing the story around. Walking Dead Deluxe, number 26, cover B. And then the cover C's showing the Michonne with the machete, or Michonne with the sword. Yeah, good stuff. All right. So this is the image book I wanted to talk about. What's the Furthest Place from Here deluxe edition with the vinyl second printing? This book was on FOC last week. Jenny Frisian, 1 in 100 foil, 1 in 50, or 1 in 100 virgin or whatever. There's a 1 in 50 Jenny Frisian as well. So if you go back and watch last week's episode of The Secret Variant, you can see exactly what book I'm talking about in the Image Comics section. I don't know what's going on, but I got to say this. Everybody's like jumping over NFT this, NFT that. Well, everybody's going back to analog apparently with their record players and getting these things. So shout out to all you retro people keeping the 70s, 80s, 90s and stuff like that alive. I'm a fan of the 90s. I got a lot of 90s property stuff. I got a lot of CDs. I got a couple vinyls still too though. I got a Nirvana vinyl record. Like I got, besides the wonderful t-shirt collection, there's other things to me. But this is an interesting thing for Image now because they're biting DC's steez. Because DC was real big on those vinyl records, going with the Dark Knight's death metal records. So check with your, of course. Image is going to be allocating that like crazy, absolutely like crazy. Because people didn't expect, a second print to come with a vinyl records. They were just going to be, specking on the second print. Because that's what Lost in Space. Thank you for bringing that up. So I just want to remind everybody, don't reward the second print unless the first print is selling very well. Really, I mean, we got to stop doing it. We got to stop rewarding people who are late to the game with the second, third, fourth, and fifth prints, unless there's something to warrant. Like, there's got to be like a cover art change or something like that. I mean, yes, we all there's less of them, yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of that going on out there, and I really think 50 years from now, a lot of those, late printings, unless they are justified in their collectability, Street Date's going to totally kill them. People are going to stop paying as much as they did for them just because of their rarity. Their Street Dates later. But you guys, again, with the supply chain hints, it's going to be one of those things. Vinyl collectors, may the odds be in your favor because it is straight up Hunger Games for that one. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to keep track of when there's no B cover or ratio incentive shown, and as we approach DC Comics, you're gonna get to seeing that a little bit here and there. So let's take a look at some stuff. This is all the stuff that they didn't have that they did have shown, with the stuff that obviously I'm going to tell you what they didn't show. But everybody ready for Joker's Funhouse with Harley Quinn and Scooby-Doo and Batman? I know you guys are. So, Scooby-Doo Mysteries, number 8 of 12. The Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, I'm sorry. You're going to want to check that one out. And I've got that newsstand of that old Scooby-Doo with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy meeting up with the gang. All right. Batman 89, number 4. Got the cover A. So, the Robin of the Michael Keaton universe, everybody. Babs Tarr. Like, look, Babs Tarr does this to us a lot. She gives us variant covers on books that we don't want to buy, and we'll go and buy them. But I have a feeling this one's going to do pretty well, just because it's Babs Tarr, and of course, people who are in the Batman and Catwoman shipping, they definitely want to see this one do well. And I can't blame him for that. It is a good looking cover. And of course, it's the Michelle Pfeiffer one. I don't know if the industry's running out of paper, Chef. That's a good question, but I hear rumors of everything being run out. But man, ain't nothing running out. It's all sitting on boats outside of California and stuff, man. People want to talk about supply chain. It's just the government is holding that stuff up, and until y'all rise up and tell them to open the ports and stuff, man, I don't know what to do there. But we'll know if there's a real problem if we, remember when publishers took a break from publishing during COVID? That was wild. Gotta say, that was wild. People taking a hiatus from comic shops being open and stuff like that, and supply chains being shut down. Supply chains weren't shut down, but like they kind of were back then. So if we have to go through it, we go through it. Batman the Detective, number 6 of 6, cover A by Kubert, but no B or incentive shown. Black Manta, number 3, cover A, and this actually looks more like the cover B artwork to me, but no B or incentives or ratios shown. But yeah, we'll see. And you know what? It's a good thing that we got some of these bad comics to use as TP if that ever does come down to a good decision, right? So Blue and Gold number 4. Got issue number 4 of 8 series. Dancing with the Dragon. What did I leave? I put it in here and I did not move it over to Scout. Or I copied it and did not delete it from here. Future State Gotham number 7. Cover A. More Rose Besh. Comics Main in the house. So here we go. Rose Besh for you. This time doing a Batman cover on Future State Gotham number 7. And then, of course, Hardware. Season 1. Number 4 of 6. And that's your cover A. And then no cover B or ratio incentives shown. Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat Bang Kill Tour, number 3 of 6. And this is the cover A. And then here is your Megan Hetrick. Yeah, I used a little bit of repetition with her name earlier in the show just to kind of prime you guys for this one. So this one's basically Harley is seeing some kind of turtle and Ivy doesn't see it. I Am Batman number 3, cover A, Gerardo Zaffino. I Am Batman number 3, cover B, Kim Jacinto. I messed that one up, and for that I apologize. This is great cover, though. It really is. So the Joker, Gilliam Mark. Oh, look at that. Is that Jim Gordon being arrested with the Joker? What the crap? For all you Punchline fans who are basically, pushing this whole Joker series, which has basically got a Punchline story in the back of it. But check this out, everybody. You guys ready for this one? Connecting variants. And I should have put them together, but I didn't. But here is your Joker and Punchline connecting variant cover. So your B cover and your C cover. For Joker number 9, they're getting you to buy 2 copies at minimum, maybe 3, right? Right? Oh, wait, there's a 25 copy incentive with, with this one actually having a lot to do with the story. It's pretty cool, I think. So, is this one going to be a big chase? Justice League Last Ride, number 7 of 7. So, is this the last ride of the DC Universe as we know it? No A cover or ratio incentive shown for this one because look, this is your cover B, Chip Zdarsky. So make sure that you guys tell your LCS that you want the chip. So moving on to Pennyworth, issue 4. And then we got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 5. There's your cover A. They did show your cover B. Amy Reeder. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 5, cover A. So apparently the YouTube star is going to save Superman, but no B cover incentive ratios are shown. Thank you. Here, Titans United, number 3. Jamal Campbell giving us an excellent Red Hood cover. No B cover or ratio incentive shown. Second time this one has appeared, so I don't know what's going on over there at Lunar Distribution, but they haven't shown the B cover to this one yet. But they did show this one way back when they showed issue 4. So it was like issue 4 and issue 5 both had an FOC, and then the following week they deleted certain things, and I'm like, why are they deleting stuff? So it's wild. Yeah, then tarot card covers can be a smart play. That's right, figure drawing. So no B cover or incentive shown for that Wonder Girl, but Terry and Rachel, the Dotsons, killing it on this one because this is, pretty cool reflections in the sword, also in the cuffs, right, in the bands, but no B cover or ratio shown. And then this one showed cover A, Phil Jimenez. Kelly Sue DeConnick, though, writing the book 1 of the Wonder Woman Historia of the Amazons. No B cover or incentives shown, but you can guarantee by next week they're going to slide them in there. So make sure you ask your LCS about those. Now, to update even more of the weirdness that goes through when coming through for this, FOC thing that we do here, they deleted some books. So the following books are removals from last week's FOC list. Nice House on the Lake, issue number 6 was removed. That means the cover B went with it. Suicide Squad Get Joker number 3 was also removed. For what reason? I could not tell you. So those are your removals. Ask your LCS what's up with those. Were they pushed back, or was this an error on the Lunar Distribution website? Which could be either or. Arkham City, The Order of the World number 2 of 6, cover A by Sam Wolf. And then Yasmin Putri cardstock variant cover with the weird eye on the fingers. What? Anyway, Batman 116 as James Tynion's Fear State story is getting up to multiple parts. I can't remember what part we're at. But here is your cover B, the cardstock variant. And then here is your game variant cover. Now this one's going to do big things because, of course, it's Poison Ivy and, of course, it's a game variant. Batman Reptilian number 5, cover A. And then here's their Batman Reptilian cover B. Francavilla, 125 incentive. Batman Superman Authority Special. I don't have the trade dress on here, so I can't read it correctly, but that's the abbreviated thing that they used. So this one right here is your one-shot cover A, and then here's your Ji-Young Lee cardstock variant cover showing Superman flying and Batman in the Batwing, everybody. Batman The Adventures Continue Season 2, number 6 of 7. And then here is a wonderful cardstock variant cover that's probably going to be chased by some people just due to, the contents on the cover. It's got Batman tied up, Catwoman, Harley, and Ivy, the Sirens. Batman the Imposter, 2 of 3, cover A. And then here is your cover B. Urban Legends, cover A. Urban Legends cover B by Francavilla. And then the Azrael Riccardo Federici variant. Oh, look. Crush is getting smashed on some alien drink. Crazy stuff. Cover A. And then here's your cover B. The Dark Knights of Steel. So this is I believe, an Elseworlds Batman story or something. But there's Harley on the cover A, Yasmin Putri. Here's your cover B, Middleton. Then here's your cover C, which, thank you to Lucas at Drunken Chat, because I've always thought this was a 250 copy qualifier where they had to qualify by ordering 250 copies of A and B. But no. He clarified this past week. You have to order 250 copies of this book, minimum, in order to get them. So if you're not ordering 250 copies of this book, don't even think about it. Here's your 25 copy Yasmin Putri character sheet cardstock incentive. So it's a 12-issue series. Think about longevity. Maybe, maybe not. If they give you the incentives for ordering the exclusive and you don't have to order any of the A or Bs, leave me a comment below. Let me know the deal on that if you are an LCS watching this show. So DC Horror presents the Soul Plumber, number 2 of 6. And then here's your cover B. Green Lantern, number 8, had a cover A that they didn't show. But this cardstock variant cover, I know, is Teen Lantern. People are definitely on board. Joker presents a puzzle box, number 4 of 7. Of course, this is your cover A by Chip Zdarsky. Pigman! Oh my God, it's Pigman! It's Professor Pig. So Joker presents the puzzle box number 4 of 7. And I want to give a shout out to Roscoe and everybody else over there, the Spine Ticks crew. And what's up, Joe? 477071 4771 47771. There we go. Getting the numbers right. Making me squint. I'm having to read the chat, and it's squinting. I am getting old because, I used to have like perfect 2015 vision. Anyway, Ryan Brown delivering the goods. Justice League Incarnate number 1 of 5, cover A by Gary Frank. And then here is your Jorge Fornes cardstock variant cover. So that's your cover B, right? 125 incentive. I don't know who that is. I'm not a huge DC reader. So for you guys in the live chat tonight, and for those of you watching this on the rewind, track this book just to see what goes on with it. For you guys in the live chat, do you know who this character is, and if this is a character's variant cover we should be picking up? Interesting, Bat Mike. Thank you for that information. See, that right there, Arkham City man with eyes on fingers, could be the 10-eyed man who first appeared in Batman number 226. And again, I'm very select on my DC stuff, especially as of late. It's been, there's good and bad, just, Anyway, Justice League Justice League Infinity, 5 of 7. So this is a cool mashup story. 2 different Supermen. I dig that. Always thought this was pretty cool. And it looks like Doomsday as a good guy, which is really weird to think about. It's a new character. Oh, see, Mojo with the save. So yes, it's a new character, and of course these went on FOC already, so the limited supply is out there. Nubia and the Amazons number 2 of 6. There's your cover A. Whew, cover B. So Nubia's got some good stuff. So Robin and the Batman number 1. Not Batman and Robin. Robin and Batman. Jeff Lemire giving us a variant cover as well. And then Raphael Albuquerque giving us a 25 copy incentive. But Dustin Nguyen giving us the 1 in 50 incentive that was slid in there after last week's FOC. So good luck to you guys. Suicide Squad number 9, cover A. They did not show the cover B. Superman number 78, number 3. And there's your cover A. Superman 78, cover B. Lee Weeks. Swamp Thing number 9. Mike Perkins delivering the A cover. And then here is your Gist cardstock variant cover. I'm sorry, that's wicked looking. All right. Teen Titans Academy number 8 with a cover A by Rafa Sandoval. And then here is your cover B. Halloween theme too. So now we are into Marvel, which means we are in the final publisher of the evening. So make sure you smash that like button, everybody. And thank you again for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Amazing Spider-Man number 78 Beyond. So Dave Collects, you still in the house? Because I know you're a Peach Momoko fan. If Peach would deliver covers like this all the time, well, I mean, there's some realistic detail and then cartoonish. Being able to blend the two of them together is just something fascinating. So shout out to her. Good on you there, Peach. That's one of the first ones that I've been like, I might actually really need to get that one. But I'm not really collecting Spider-Man, so we'll have to see what's going on in that issue, of course. But there was no incentives. That was the really weird part. Black Panther number 1. Alex Ross, wraparound cover. Todd Nauk, headshot variant. NetEase Marvel Games variant continues to deliver these things. There's going to be that's going to be a massive set of covers. Black Panther number 1, Romita Jr. variant cover. And then, of course, number 1, Scotty Young. Bianchi, variant cover for Black Panther. And then John Romita Jr. getting a Virgin. So these are your 2 incentives. So I believe the Black Panther Virgin is either a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 100, and the other one will be your 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50. So check with your LCS on that one. Black Panther Legends number 2 of 4. And did they retcon Storm being younger? I think that's exactly what's going on here. Legends of Black Panther. Stormbreaker's variant cover did not have its art shown. So, okay. So, near extinction, and then Apocalypse comes to finish the job. That's basically the premise of Dark Ages. They're giving us old Apocalypse stories, but we already know Apocalypse has been changed forever thanks to the Ten of Swords. And I really want to know what it is Hickman said we might not ought to do this. We might not want to do this. And that's one of the things that was quoted multiple times in multiple articles that are talking about his breakup with House of X. And moving on from his storyline that he had written. So, we'll see. But anyway, here's your Okazaki variant cover for Dark Ages number 3. And I think I remember Tony Stark losing a leg and dying. Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he just lost a leg. Dark Ages number 3, the Stegman variant cover did not have a cover art shown. And then it did have this variant cover. I believe this one is your incentive. All right. All the Darkhold stuff is basically coming back around. So everybody who's in that Darkhold Avengers issue is going to get their own one shot. Last week it was Blade. This week it's Wasp. So here we go. Connecting variant cover. This is most likely going to be either a sideways design variant, or it is going to be a wraparound. I'm not really sure which direction they're going with on this one, but that's your art. And then this is your high ratio incentive. So, all right. So Fantastic Four Anniversary Tribute number 1, and then the variant cover. Janice Vell, Marvel Tales. So it's going to be a collection of this version of Captain Marvel. And why are they doing that? What's going on here? Janice Vell, Marvel Tales number 1, Pacheco variant cover. Of course, that means it's a 50 copy incentive. Kang the Conqueror number 4 of the 5-issue series. So things should be heating up by this issue. Issue number 4, of course, penultimate as they call it. Here's your cover A, and then of course there is your cover B. Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land, issue number 3. The Larraz variant. So Pepe Larraz is doing the variant cover for this one. I am going to be looking forward to him doing a fantastic Sheena the She-Devil. Moon Knight issue number 5. And there is your Sue variant. And then there's going to be a Wolf Native American Heritage variant. I don't know why the misspelling is a native. My apologies on that. But that was a direct copy from the previous article. But Moon Knight number 5 going to give us this Art Adams variant cover, everybody. So this is going to be your high ratio incentive. Again, it's done by Art Adams. So make sure you get your name down for this one tomorrow. Shang-Chi number 6. And it looks like they're going through all of the different Avengers showing up in his stuff. So here is your new Avenger, Thor. It was Iron Man last issue. And see, Wolverine and a bunch of other people showing up. Fantastic Four. There's your Adole variant cover. And then Michael Cho variant cover, of course. Good looking stuff there. Spider-Woman number 17. Cover A. And then here's your cover B. Perez variant. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 16. And then your Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant did not have its cover art shown. Neither did the Sway variant cover. Open order, but both of those. No ratio. Star Wars High Republic Trail of the Shadows, number 2 of 5. And then the Hetrick variant cover. The Lopez is your incentive. Did not have the artwork shown. And of course, spoiler, Old Man Cable has returned, if you didn't know. And now he is in Sword as the older version of himself. Here he is on the cover with Storm, still rocking a version of her Hellfire Gala outfit. So there's some wild stuff going on there. Then Whiz Kid, of course, looking at a sword station on fire. Whiz Kid here with the Inyuk Lee variant cover. On point with the sneakers and the jacket. Just really is. X-Force issue 25. Oh man, why is everybody surfing and shooting at Wolverine on some ill stuff right there? And then there was a variant cover that did not have the cover art shown. But that's going to wrap it up, everybody. Kamikaze knows the deal. Once we get into the X's on Marvel, it usually means the end of the show. And yes, unfortunately, that is the end of our program. But please stick around for the final little bits of information I'm going to provide you guys with here, of course. But I do want to thank you guys for tuning into the Secret Variant. It means the world to me to have you guys here. But please stand by for the following messages. Now, the next episode, of course, it's going to be one of the main reasons why you want to subscribe to my channel. The Secret Variant is going to be the FOC show that I do until I decide not to do them anymore. The Ultra Box giveaway is the number one reason why you want to subscribe to the channel. So make sure you do get your friends to subscribe, your LCS, all those peeps, so they know what's going on. And of course, thank you guys for sharing and liking the videos. Tune in to Mighty Mel V over there on Drunken Chat, even if I cannot break away from my work schedule for a few weeks to get on there. Make sure you do tune in, and tune in to Blind Adam holding it down with the hidden gems. And again, I miss you guys over there in the live chat, but work responsibilities is just that. Spec Matrix Variant Edition, of course, being dropped over there. And of course, don't forget to check out all of the featured channels in the featured channels section over here on my channel. And the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser will be the next show, other than maybe a Raw report. I can't guarantee that's going to happen. But maybe some pickups and some stuff that we got to talk about. But nonetheless, it is good to see Gary Nusser dropping a video today. And shout out to everybody over on Team Nerd Herd. Apparently I won something. I will be getting back to Whatnot once I get some inventory and I can get away from my work schedule. Follows, of course, are always appreciated over on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And you guys know the links are all down there on the Ultra Maximus side of the channel homepage. And then, of course, you can tag me on Twitter. You can tag me on IG and Facebook, and anything you see that might be newsworthy. And that I do appreciate. You guys keeping me in the know, helping everybody else stay in the know. And thanks for watching. And I, of course, will see you guys here next week. Still looks like the work schedule, so it's going to be late night, 11:40, 11:45-ish. But either way, earlier, later, if I can catch you guys in the live chat, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you next time.